Hi betting experts, on Sunday the 5th of July we're off to the ITV races at Sandown and Haydock, 7 in total. It's like the old days with the ITV 7 in fact. We'll go through Sandown first, then Haydock. The ground at Sandown at the moment on the easy side of good, but the forecast is mainly sunny over the weekend, so I think conditions will be pretty much perfect with no excuses. We begin with the first race on ITV. This is the Coral Charge at 150, a Group 3 over 5 furlongs, 3-year-olds and upwards, over 23 grand on offer to the winner. 12 runners have been attracted, and the one with standout form claims for me is Lazuli of Charlie Appleby. Now, first of all, the positives: Appleby absolutely flying, no trainer in better form over the last fortnight. He's had 8 winners from 25 runners at the time of recording, a 32% strike rate, and for that matter, Will Buick, who's booked, is 10 from 33 of his last rides in the last 14 days. He's at 30% strike rate, which is pretty incredible, and this one was very impressive on his second run back from a wind operation over this course and distance on the 13th of June, routing the field impressively, making all the running and clocking a good time in the process to win by 3.5 lengths. That was a listed contest. He steps up to a Group 3 here, but the drying ground will definitely suit him. He's going to take an awful lot of catching with a clean break from the stalls, and he sets a very high standard on form. For the 225 at Sandown, the Coral Henry II Stakes, over 2 miles, a Group 3, only 5 runners, a disappointing field, but I do think this is a good opportunity tactically for Andrew Balding's Dashing Willoughby to continue his progression. Now, he's won 3 from 11 so far, again the yard in blistering form, and he returned from 246 days off the track to win at Newmarket on the 7th of June, showing a typically tenacious attitude to land that listed contest over a mile 4. He is proven at 2 miles. He's run behind Stradivarius at Goodwood last season, albeit beaten 9.25 lengths, and he's won at Ascot over a mile 6. I don't think this trip will be any problem at all on drying ground. I suspect he'll get a patient ride from Oisin Murphy on this occasion, and he has got a touch of class. He wins races, 1 or 2 of these like Cross Counter in particular, top of the ratings, but he's been a while since he won, and it might just be a case that he's out of the habit of winning, whereas Dashing Willoughby's attitude off the bridle can perhaps make up for the class of some of the others and prove the stronger. We move on to the 3 o'clock. This is the Coral Challenge Handicap, over a mile, a competitive 10-runner field here, but I do think Mutasami holds the outstanding claims. He's around 6 or 7 to 1 this morning. Trained by Roger Varian, who's 11 winners from his last 56 runners, 20% strike rate, and this one really impressed at Kempton on the all-weather when heavily backed into handicaps on the 20th of June. If you watch the race back, Jack Mitchell was cruising all over them before the turn for home, and that was pretty good performance. 13-runner race there, and he stormed clear by 3 3/4 lengths. Unusual for Kempton to win by such a wide margin in a handicap. He has been hit up to a career high mark now, understandably, but there's more to come, and he should go extremely close with drying turf expected to suit him. The feature of the whole day, the 3:35, the Coral Eclipse, a Group 1, over a mile 2, 7 runners, over £141,000 in prize money. You're getting odds against about Enable. Gosden's been a little bit downbeat about her work, saying that he thinks she'll need the run, but I think you can take that with a pinch of salt. She's won 13 from 15. She was brilliant all last season, winning the first 3 starts by wide margins on each occasion. Particularly impressive at York on the 22nd of August in the Group 1. They're routing her old rival in the Yorkshire Oaks Magical, showing a devastating turn of foot to cruise clear under the Tory, and she lost absolutely nothing in defeat in the Prix d'Arc de Triomphe, bidding to make history there, just worn down by Wildegeest, having gone for home far too soon on really deep ground that didn't suit her. Drying conditions at Sandown, a sunny day forecast. I think she'll cruise round and dispose of these on the bridle. The freewheeling Gayeth is sure to make it a proper test, which I think will set things up for Enable. It's not easy at Sandown to make all the running at this level. I think Gayeth was seen to maximum effect last time out and could be a sitting duck on this occasion for some more classy rivals. Moving on to Haydock for the other 3 races, all on ITV. The ground on the soft side are good at Haydock, though again with the weather forecast things do look to be improving quite quickly. We start off in the 205, the Bet365 handicap, over a mile 6, and William and Haggis's favourite Moon has long been on my radar as a handicapper to follow this summer. He was most unlucky in a way not to make a winning start, hammered in the market at Doncaster after 210 days off, finishing second to Indigo Lake there. You watched that race, they didn't go any gallop at all, it was no use to him, and Dunny Tadhub was a bit caught cold as the pace lifted in front. He finished with running left, he's up 2 furlongs in trip, that'll definitely suit him. Kieran Fallon takes off £3, the best £3 in flat racing that you can find, and he should go extremely close. I'm expecting him to be well suited by this increased test of stamina. The 240, the Bet365 Lancashire Oaks, is cut up. It's a disappointing field now, as it turns out, but it does give an excellent opportunity to Manuela de Vega of Rafe Beckett's to supplement her win at Haydock on the 7th of June over this course and distance. She beat Fanny Logan. They're returning right to her very best, having been really disappointing last season. She ran 7 times, failed to win, did finish 4th in the Oaks, was probably the best of them, but she came frustrating. She was chinned at favouritism 3 times in muddling small field races, but she was right back to her best over this course and distance on her return when landing the Pinnacle Stakes. She's got very similar circumstances here, and I think she'll follow up. And to finish the day is the oldest race in Haydock's history, the Old Newton Cup at 3:15, 1 mile 4, a cracking handicap this, and I think this is a really good opportunity for Scarlet Dragon to confirm that the win at Royal Ascot at 33-1 was absolutely no fluke. It could be a really good day for Kieran Fallon. He's on board Alan King's progressive sort. He'll be dropped out last. He can take a grip, but this big field will really suit him, and I can see him scything through late. Best of luck on Sunday, betting experts.